welcome to my channel where we do all things planning in my passion planner. So if you're new here, I actually use the small version weekly with a Monday start. So that is the size of this planner and the layout that I absolutely love because I like seeing my Saturdays and Sundays together, and it just makes it a little bit more fun. Anyways, as you can see, I have all of my post-its. This is basically just a way for me to remind myself of all the things that are happening this upcoming week so that I don't miss anything, and of course just slight little reminders for me. So to get started, the theme is going to be happy and smiley, so I'm going to be using these stickers plus a mix of a few boxes from this older sticker pack that I have. I just want to do that little combo. And then I found the most perfect washi tapes the other day. I actually got it, if you're in the States, it's at Hobby Lobby. That is basically where I got it, and I'm obsessed. So with that, of course, I have my icon stickers, still rolling through these. Hopefully soon I will finish a few of these stickers so that I can just have stickers from one brand. I kind of not the biggest fan of mixing and matching. And of course I have my Make ID where I printed out my labels, or basically my titles for this week. They usually stay the same and I usually use the same font, and I just love doing it. So first thing I'm gonna actually do is white out this one section, of course, because that washi tape, you can even see how transparent it is. So I definitely want to be able to showcase the actual sticker and not just a weird black line underneath. So let me just go ahead and get that done really quick. With that done, of course, I'm gonna try to mix and match as best as I can these two, because obviously they are very different. One of them is literal smiley faces and then the other one is floral. So mixing and matching is going to be key for today. And of course, I'm gonna be experimenting because that is what we do every single time we do these planners, because you just literally have ideas in your head, want to execute it, but then something looks off or doesn't look right or whatever it is, and we just keep going. We see how it goes. So anyways, I'm just gonna go ahead and finish this up. Now for the actual planning part before I keep going creative mode up in here. So based off of last week's spread, I kind of really liked continuing in with the color combo, so kind of matching. Let me just adjust this really quick. Kind of just matching as far as like the color combinations, instead of my previous times where I already have like set colors that are coordinated for different things that I do, aka my day shifts, when I'm working my coaching business, if I have any calls, things like that, they always had like a designated color. So this time I'm actually going to continue like I did last week and add in, you know, it'll be more of these types of colors like the oranges and reds and yellows. So it'll definitely be a learning curve as far as like not being so stuck with always wanting it to be the same colors. And as you can see, I'm kind of struggling here because I'm trying to think of what color I want for each category, because sometimes you just want it to be a certain way, but you want to try new things, and it's kind of like a mental barrier that happens when you're trying to be as creative as you can and experiment and all these things, but you're so used to doing things a certain way that it's hard. It's kind of like literal mental battle with yourself, trying to kind of, let me rephrase it. It's kind of like you trying so hard to make a change, but you're so used to things being a certain way that sometimes it can be, a little bit of a challenge, and it might take a little bit longer to be able to actually execute. But once you do it, you're just like, oh my gosh, this is absolutely amazing. And that's what happened last week. So I want to continue with that feeling of I'm experimenting, I'm doing things that are different. I want this little mini challenge and change when it comes to my planner, because I really want it to like mix and match, or like actually match to whatever the theme I'm going with. So it's one of those things where I know I've talked to other planner people where it's just, you experiment as much as you can, you try new things, new, let's say, markers, new pens, all of these things to try to find what feels good. But in that meantime of you trying to find what feels good, you definitely have many trials and errors and doing the best that you can with what you have. So that's kind of like my little spiel there. I am going a little bit slower than usual because, again, it's more of a mental battle trying to figure all of these colors out and actually, make it pretty but then also functional. So that's how this little video is gonna go. So let me just go ahead and finish up adding all of my things for this upcoming week. have noticed that I just flipped pens or like switched pens. Because, okay, I gotta be brutally honest. I don't like how my blend from Zebra is a 0.7. Like, for me, it is too thick for the size of the slots that I'm actually utilizing. And this one, which is the Friction Erasable 0.5, makes it fit better, and also it doesn't bleed as much as the blend does. I find it very much bleedy, if that is even a word. So I think I'm gonna actually switch things up and use the blend for like the outline, because I do like when it's like a really thick outline in all of my time blocking slots. But when it comes to actual writing, I'm actually going to be flipping and utilizing or going back to my Friction pen, because it just looks more crisp and it's not as thick, if that makes sense. So that's just a little insight as to what just happened right there. Okay, let's go into this bottom right section. This is literally where I do my quote of the week, and of course I'm going with this lovely theme of happiness. And one of the biggest things that I have learned is literally it is all part of the process. So that is what this quote is going to be for this week, just because there's so many different things that you can look at, or how many ways that you can look at this quote. And for me, it's one of those things that, you know, you are constantly evolving, constantly growing, constantly, you know, new thoughts and ways of doing things. And that is just understanding that it's all a part of the process of you being you, and understanding what you actually like and don't like. And it's just one of those things that I want to be able to take into this new week. And of course, writing it super bold up in here is one of the ways that I can remind myself whenever I'm struggling, whenever there's things that are not going, you know, how you picture or how you want, but just understanding that it's literally all part of the process. So let me just go ahead and finish this up. Now for the bottom left section. So I've talked about it before, where I love that Passion Planner already has this section laid out, as far as, you know, it does have different categories, but I actually make it my own and make it into a grid so that I can track things. So a few things that I like to track is, or actually the main thing that I like to track in here is based on my coaching business. So this is something that I want to make sure that I am doing the best that I can, especially for my clients, making sure that they are achieving their health and wellness goals. So this is just something that I like to be able to track and see where I can improve, what are my numbers as far as, you know, making an income, making an impact, all of those good things. So this is a section where I am constantly using and will continue using, because I find it so valuable, especially for what I do. So I'm just gonna go ahead, make my grid here, and include the little section that I've been adding where it's the reflection section. So I'll do a little bit more on it after I finish all of this and go into my sticker portion. But as far as the little details, reflection section has just been like an open space. If there's ideas, thoughts, whatever it is, I have that space that I can always go back to. So that is what that little part on the bottom there is. So let me just go ahead and finish up really quick. Okay, let's bring out these stickers. So I'm gonna be using some of these boxes from this previous sticker pack that I had. So some of them, they do have titles already, but I'm definitely going to be changing them because they're not the right titles for me. So I'm just going to be utilizing it more for, one of them is going to be my goals, which I actually add in my Sunday section, and then another box for my gratitude, and two other boxes which will be my to-dos for the week. I do like to separate all of my to-dos just because it's a little bit less overwhelming and I can only focus on them when they are designated. So for example, I have a to-do box to tackle between Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then another to-do box that happens between Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So it's a way for me to be able to not get overwhelmed and actually get everything done instead of just one giant to-do list where, let's be real, we choose the easy things first before getting into the hard things. So that's what I'm going to be doing right now, and then obviously have some fun with some of those stickers, which I'm so excited to use, which FYI, those stickers come from Happy Planner from their latest launch. Highly recommend getting them because they're so freaking cute. So anyways, let me just go ahead and finish this up. have to say it. I'm freaking obsessed. Okay, I am loving the colors, loving the, vibrancy of it, and loving that it is literally so happy. Like, it just cheers me up to even look at this spread. I might have to, like, make it again whenever I'm feeling, a little blah. So, anyways, obviously I'll be filling in all of those little sections there after I finish filming here, but hopefully this was inspiring, and hopefully you like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you here for another video very, very soon. Okay, bye!